Hey everybody, happy Monday. Thanks for starting your week with us here on Northern Life. Also, wishing you a very happy St. Patrick's Day out there. Yeah, it's going to be a fun one. Hopefully you had a good weekend. Hopefully you were responsible out there with whatever parties or events you were taking part in. And also, Hunter today was trying to gaslight me into saying that my shirt is not green.
It's not green at all. Look at that shirt.
Briggs, what are your thoughts?
It's more green than my shirt.
Me too. Me too.
It's a teal. It's a.
That's not which isn't green. That's a. You literally
green.
you just proved to me that it's not green by saying it's teal.
It's bluish green.
Yours is blue too.
Oh, this is not green at all.
Okay,
No.
I
I'm
didn't
just
know if
saying.
you were trying to pass that off as green.
No way.
We got the studio, which is green.
Exactly.
That's all we need.
I'm just saying we're all in contention for getting pinched by somebody
Yeah.
today. I think is that the rule?
I think so. If you don't wear green,
It might be the rule.
Yeah, be
might
careful.
be the rule. Yeah, be careful out there. Well, hey, for St. Patrick's Day today, though, we posted on our Facebook page asking you all at home, what is the luckiest or unluckiest thing that has ever happened to you? A lot of great answers. We're going to start with Lori first, who said the unluckiest, sadly, getting breast cancer. But for the luckiest, Lori is now celebrating 1 year cancer-free.
Oh my God.
So say congrats to you, Lori. That's
That
awesome
is
news.
awesome.
Oh, such good news. Well, next, how about a little luck and a whole lot of love, too? Karen commented, marrying my husband Todd back in 1987. That is so cute. There was an exclamation point on the comments, so we're guessing she did mean luckiest and not unluckiest. Yes, that is good news.
Why not both?
Why not both?
Could be both. But let's get to Jill, who's lucky and blessed to have such a big family, saying the birth of my 7 children is the lucky thing I got. That's a lot of kids, and that is a lot of luck there, Jill. That's
A lot of kids. I thought 3 was a lot of kids in my family. Yeah, 7 is a lot. And finally, my goodness, what a series of events here for our viewer Mark. He told us unluckiest, getting hit by lightning for the second time. Luckiest, living through the second one.
And may there not be a third one there.
Knock on wood here, Mark, for you. But glad you're here with us.
And here's another unlucky moment for one of our viewers, too. This one comes to us from Berna in Biwabik. She texted us saying, we laughed at your eyelash/eyebrow segment the other day. Our son was trimming his hair, and the guard on the blade slipped off and came off half of his eyebrow. It took off half his eyebrow?
Yeah, that's difficult. It looks like you lost a bet there.
Sometimes it's like a black cat ran in front of you or something, and it just random things happen like that. Yeah, that's unfortunate. It'll grow back.
I know.
It'll be fine.
I was trying to think of what the luckiest thing that has happened to me would be. Birth of my son Wells. Very nice. Yes. But like I never win contests or anything, you know?
Sure.
Like not super lucky.
You're still waiting to win a contest. Yeah.
Someday.
Yeah.
Scratch-offs or something like that?
Yeah. Well, that would be good too. Maybe the lottery, the Powerball.
We'll take the lottery. Come on.
Lottery's always good.
Yeah.
$1 billion perhaps. Well, coming up later on today's show, you're going to want to stick around for so much cuteness. We're at PetSmart in Duluth having fun with PJ's Rescue. They're a great group helping rescue animals find new homes, and they're supported by amazing foster families along the way. And we got to meet some of them.
A really cool group. Hey, let's talk about a few other lucky things on the St. Patrick's Day. This is the time of year when cows have their calves, which is awesome. And just like with people, though, triplets are rare. And for them, it's about a 1 in 105,000 chance. And that's exactly what just happened down in Washta, Iowa. The farm knew twins were on the way. However, they did not know that 3 calves would be surprising everyone.
Oh my gosh. I'm sure that cow mother was just like, how am I going to raise these 3 babies? Hopefully she's getting some sleep.
Yeah, much deserved sleep, that's for sure. We talked about this on the noon a little bit the other day, and it's rare for, obviously, cows to have 3 calves.
Yeah.
It's rare for all 3 of them to live, and then it's rare for the mother to accept all 3 of them.
Oh, really?
So she can just like look at one of the kids and be like, you're not one of my kids, and doesn't accept one of the kids. That's what they were saying on the noon show the other day. I'm like, that's wild.
Because the kids are doing too much bargaining with the parents, like we were talking about the other day.
You're gonna eat your dinner, or else you're not my kid. Get out of my house.
Move out of here.
Yep, move.
Because they're cows.
Have to change that phrase from the black sheep to the black cow of the family.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Well, across the border in Wisconsin, an unlucky event has had a lucky ending. Back in October, a college student named Umberto thought that he was just practicing a dance routine in his Concordia University, Wisconsin dorm room, but the next moment he was in cardiac arrest and seizing. Thankfully, his friend Aiden was in the room to save his life, performing CPR until first responders arrived. Doctors expect him to make a full recovery, and Umberto will return to school in the fall. That's
Oh.
incredible. So cool when people are able to step in and know those skills to help save somebody's life.
I mean, we just did that story here on Northern News Now about the young kid who helped another one.
Yeah, Milan with the Duluth Edison schools. That was so cool. He said he just, kind of knew how to do the Heimlich. His dad's a doctor, but he's also learned it, just in his short 9 or 10 years of life. So it's super cool.
Yeah. Lucky to be alive. Good on those. Hey, now to a lucky find in the bag of deliciousness. Last month, a flaming hot Cheeto that resembled a Pokemon called Charizard sold for more than $87,000.
Oh.
And now, apparently it's happened somewhat again. The same auction house is selling what they're calling the Jumpman Cheeto for its resemblance to the famous Michael Jordan image. So far, bidders don't seem to have the same maybe love for the Cheeto as it had for Charizard. As the current bid, at the time we're recording this episode, only $350. But there's still 2 weeks to go on the auction block there.
Okay, so I still have time to get my hands on this.
If you really want it.
I think it looks pretty close.
It does. I think it does too. And $350, a lot more than the $5 you spent on that bag of Cheetos. So
Right.
Be happy with what you can get. I think we're all working entirely too hard if this kind of stuff is happening all the time. $80,000 for a Charizard Cheeto? Are you kidding me?
And it's flaming hot.
Yes.
Also a good Cheeto.
My sister used to bite into food, and then it would always resemble the shape of Minnesota when she would bite into it.
Oh.
She is notorious for that. It must be
Did she
just the
keep
way
them?
she eats. No, but there was like toast, cheese pieces or something, and it always looked
could
like the state.
Sell
see
her
that.
mouth arts.
Yes,
Good way to
her
do it.
mouth. She could. I'll tell her that.
I can see the resemblance.
In some health news, according to an article in Yahoo Life, screaming really can help you make you feel better. And we all need to yell out a little bit sometimes, don't we? A professor at Harvard encourages his patients to scream, actually, to release some negative emotions.
Yeah, get it out.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yep.
you got a bad start to the work week, just get it out.
Absolutely. Coming up, a great story out of Hibbing is being spread all across the country. Welcome back, everybody. We have some very exciting news for our team here at Northern News Now and a group in Hibbing, Minnesota as well. Our reporter, Jeffrey McClure, recently did a story about Hibbing community members who stepped up to create a pep band for their boys' basketball team. And since that story aired, it's now being shared amongst our national gray media stations. It's super cool, who are now spreading the positivity with their viewers.
Love to see that. And we want to congratulate the Hibbing boys on a fantastic season. If you didn't get a chance to see that story yet, we're happy to share it here again today.
We're all passionate about music, and we love our schools and we love our music programs, and they're down in the cities doing the hockey tournament, so they couldn't be here, and we could just kind of stand in the gap, and that's what we're doing.
The pep band for Hibbing's basketball section playoff games may look different, but they sound experienced. Just last week, there were concerns that a pep band wouldn't be there to bring the musical notes. That's when Kim McLaughlin stepped in.
I just put something out on Facebook if there would be interest, because our basketball team has done an amazing job this year.
Now, more than 30 musicians from the alumni band, city band, and even friends stepped up.
But I haven't picked up my flute in about 20 years. So when I saw the post about joining in, it was more about helping out the community that I now live in.
And it just brought back so many good memories from being at Hibbing High myself, and it felt great to play that music again.
The group has now performed at both of the Blue Jackets section quarterfinal and semifinal games to help get them ready for the big stage.
Pep band is one of those things, it's the fun songs, it's the rockin' songs that gets you going.
For many members, they did it for the chance to play again while enriching their soul.
I think music adds so much to life, whether it's in the grocery store or wherever at these games especially. It helps pump up the energy.
Moving on to the next round, in Hibbing, Jeffrey McClure, Northern News Now.
Man, I love that story so much. When I saw it, I just knew we had to get up there to Hibbing to do it. And a huge shout out to our photographer, Adam DeMuth, too, who worked with Jeffrey on that story.
Yeah.
Just so well shot, so well told, and so cool that the community came together to do that for the basketball team.
You don't get a lot of opportunities, especially with, I know, like choir sometimes. There might be people who graduate from high school and maybe do it in their local church. Sometimes you don't get those moments ever again.
Yeah, cool. I mean, that one lady talking about picking up the flute after 20 years of not
Yeah.
playing the flute.
I don't know how you do that.
Yes, that is so impressive.
That's impressive.
So hats off to everybody who was a part of that, for sure. Listen, when it comes to our phones, a world of entertainment and information sits at our fingertips, and they can quickly fill our quiet and sometimes dull moments.
And if you're somewhat awkward like me, you need it in public. And they're an easy crutch to use when we get bored, but it begs the question, why do we get bored in the first place?
I'd love to know. Jeff Wagner explores some ways to overcome it.
Activities, stimulation, and plain old fun make boredom hard to find at the Minnesota Children's Museum in St. Paul. Alas.
You joke that one of your kids says everything's boring?
Everything is boring. Like, everything. It doesn't matter.
What does it mean to be bored?
You don't know what to do.
There is a pressure to entertain your kids as parents.
Why do we get bored?
Boredom actually is functional. It serves a purpose.
James Dankert is a cognitive neuroscience professor who has deeply researched boredom's impact on the brain.
Its function isn't there to make you bored. It's to push you into action to address whatever has caused the boredom in the first place and do something else, do something better.
When lockdowns hit during the COVID-19 pandemic, some tried their hand at baking sourdough bread. I picked up disc golfing, a hobby that now gets me outside every week, no matter the weather.
It doesn't do the hard work of telling you what you ought to do. It just tells you that you should do something.
Boredom can hit when we have nothing to do, like sitting in the waiting area at the DMV, but also when we're supposed to be engaged in something, like focusing on a lesson in the classroom. Either way, it activates a part of the brain that triggers daydreams, fantasies, or simply going over your to-do list.
I always have a million things I want to be doing.
How do you stop being bored?
I play a game. I play with my Q-mates.
How would you suggest people overcome boredom?
Consider, well, why am I bored right now? Because maybe you can change the circumstance. Maybe you can reframe it somehow.
If a task you're doing feels boring, like cleaning, add a personal challenge, like finishing the job in a certain amount of time. Taking deep breaths can help calm any restless feelings, and creating a list of goals, short and long term, can focus your thoughts in a productive way. If a parent has a bored kid, how should they assist them?
When the kid says I'm bored, underneath that is, and I want you to fix it for me.
Rather than give them suggestions, Dankert says encourage them to make their own list of boredom-busting ideas. The key is to make sure they're in control.
I have a picture on his play cupboard of lots of different activities he can do. So I say, go look at your activity board and see what you can do.
With photojournalist Jose Pascual, Jeff Wagner, WCCO News.
That's good knowledge there, but I gotta say, we need to make, those children's museums are always so cool and they got so many cool activities.
Yes.
We need to make a couple for adults.
Ooh. Yes!
Yeah.
Maybe beer served somewhere? That'd be so much fun. Oh my gosh. That's pretty darn cool. I would also say it's important that kids are bored for a little bit too.
True.
You know,
Yeah.
you got to deal with it a little bit. So.
Learn how to entertain yourself.
Hey, still ahead, we're hanging with dogs. Don't miss it next year on Northern Lights.
Welcome back, everybody. No secret that I love my two dogs, but if you're looking to add a sweet pup or a cute cat to your family, there's a great group here in Duluth that's helping those rescue animals out.
Yeah, we got to meet the team at PJ's Rescue, a women-led, foster-based, nonprofit animal rescue who's holding fun events like the one we attended at PetSmart.
And it doesn't look like it now, but she's got a very mellow demeanor.
Yeah, oh, I bet she's just like so excited.
Very pretty
She's
colors.
very curious though, but she's super sweet.
PJ's Rescue is a woman-founded nonprofit animal rescue. We're here in the Twin Ports, and all of our dogs are in foster homes. So we don't necessarily have like a shelter building where the dogs are that people can come and see, but all of the dogs go into foster homes, which is really great because then we can learn a little bit more about their personality. They can be in that home environment to, kind of settle in and get comfortable, and then wait for their forever home. Just to be able to help the community where, sometimes people can't always keep their dogs, or we find stray dogs and things like that too. So this year I've been planning all of the events, trying to get out to new places so that we can get a wider spread and eyes on dogs and stuff. And I also volunteer with the training department too, so some of the dogs that need a little bit more before they find a home, I help with training too. And it's been great so far. We've had a lot of success.
Any idea how many dogs you guys have adopted out?
Last year I'm pretty sure it was 341 just last year.
Incredible.
It's like a dog a day.
Yeah. Oh, she's so soft. Hi, Zelma. Oh, look at her eye. Oh, no.
Breaks up.
I know. Oh, feel how soft she is.
You know, we just spoke with someone who said like they heard a dog was about to be euthanized and said
Yes.
like I've never fostered, but I'm going to foster. It's going to be cool to have
Yes.
that group and support system at your
Yeah,
at your team.
absolutely. Yeah, that's really great. We do partner with Minneapolis Animal Control in the cities too, and they do have a lot of code red dogs at their like city shelter, and so we do try to pull from there as well because try to give them a chance. Yeah.
And so nice for them to be able to not be as anxious, like
right.
in the
Those.
shelter.
Yes, for sure. Sometimes it's just so loud in there and everything, and kind of chaotic. So super nice for them to be in homes.
Tell us a little bit about Tweet.
Do you know a lot about Tweet?
This is Tweet. Tweet was in a litter, and her mom's name is Moo. They came from a hoarding situation locally, and we got the mom in, and we thought she might be pregnant, and turns out she was. All the puppies were born in rescue, but mom is doing well. All of the other puppies in the litter have been adopted out, and she's the last one.
She's like, I get on my nice cozy blanket. I have to hang out with this guy. Oh, you're okay.
Are you my new dad?
You're okay. Oh.
Always looking for more fosters. We have a lot of people who love to foster puppies, but we also have great adult dogs who need homes, like foster homes too. Just someone who can provide, a loving home for the animals, take care of them. We do request that all of the animals in their home are spayed or neutered, of course, so that we're not creating more issues with the pet population. But yeah, just a safe home for them. We do home checks and background checks and all of that good stuff to make sure that it's a good fit and safe.
Yeah. Oh, look at this. Look at Tweet. Tweet's met a friend.
I know.
Does your apartment?
Oh, that's so cute.
Yeah, we are always looking for donations, not even just monetarily, but like just physical things too, like crates and puppy pads and food and stuff is always helpful. We are looking forward to the rest of the events this year too. We're just trying to do more, help more animals. We do a little bit with cats, but not a ton. But yeah, we're super excited for the rest of the year.
What a cool organization, a cool group. Did you have a favorite dog, perhaps, you two? Or, I'm sure they're all just
Tweet was so cute. Zelma was a sweet, mama dog that you liked a lot.
Oh, I loved Zelma. Tweet's little ears, when they just kind of folded back like that.
Shaking like a leaf constantly.
I know. She has the nicest foster mom too, Sarah. Yeah, so it's very sweet, and I'm sure she'll, come out of her shell eventually.
And I know they do a lot of cool events. Like we were at PetSmart, but they had I think they're doing a coffee one at 190. I think a couple brewery places too.
Oh my gosh, plenty of opportunity to meet your next dog there.
I know.
Pretty darn cool. Well, if you'd like to meet your future friend, you can find the latest adoptable rescue pets at pjsrescue.com. They have a ton of in-person meetup events to see those animals in person, and you can find them on Facebook and Instagram with those upcoming dates. Everyone needs a dog in their lives, right?
Yeah. And I was so impressed too by the number of dogs that they've already adopted out with PJ's Rescue. Yeah, they're not that old of an organization, and they said it was like 300 dogs last year, I think she
Hundreds
said.
of dogs last year.
Amazing.
And it was great seeing people come out too to be future parents to those dogs.
Yes.
Yeah, a lot of people there at PetSmart. It was good to see.
Oh, well, you all have a great Monday and a great St. Patrick's Day. Stay safe out there.
Yeah,
Celebrate.
have some fun.
Find some time to throw a line or just head outside to unwind. That's the life in the great North Woods. Hike or bike, whatever you like. Get out in the day, enjoy the night. Yeah, we got the life in the great North Woods. Yeah, we got the life in the great North Woods. Yeah, this is Northern Life.